to episode 1262 of Hard Factor. It is Monday, July 31st, 2023. Thank you for cheating on the news with us. 80-ish% accuracy guaranteed on this show. Today, Pat's got the Taliban, New York City prostitutes, Daredevils, Cardi B, and much more in your cup of coffee in the big time.
It's the whole sheboygan, Will. All of it.
Sounds like it.
What a party.
What
a party. Kind of like I had at the beach this weekend.
Oh,
yeah. Did you get in the water?
Pat. Yeah.
Yeah, it was nice.
Water? Yeah.
Sorry, I couldn't listen to your video because I had a
ankle deep
screaming toddler in my face the whole weekend.
Oh, Don't worry about it, Will. I uploaded that when I got to the beach at about 1 o'clock, but it didn't upload until I left the beach at 7 because there's not good service at the beach. You know that.
Ah, right. Okay, so you full day. That's impressive.
Full day. Oh yeah, till the sun came down.
Wow, you're looking tan too. I gotta say.
Well, that'll happen when you love the beach.
When you love the beach so much. Yeah. Wow.
It's not looking that tan.
Pat, would you say you love the beach more than Mark?
I don't know. Mark loves to swim in the ocean. He loves
that.
I
think I love the ocean more. But
what about the beach?
That. Yeah.
I mean, look. Let's just let the numbers speak for themselves. 10 times this year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Well,
those are damning numbers.
Absence makes the heart grow fonder.
That's what they
say. Wes has a massive milk jug drama for us. I've got a man who wants to be a dog update on. I think we've talked about it before potentially. And Mark's got Mastercard and an odd marital situation to discuss.
Yeah, I can't wait to bring it up and see how you guys feel about it, and then maybe put up a poll because I want to see if I'm the asshole. I'm going to lay it out this weird scenario. I've got some opinions. Anyways, we'll get to it.
Yeah, I'm fired up about the to hear about the dog man too.
Mm-hmm.
That's we covered him earlier, and he took a step out this weekend, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It turns out it's way more involved than that. But yes, he is back in the headlines.
He's evolving.
He hasn't quit.
He
hasn't quit yet.
No.
Well, it took him long enough to get out there.
Yeah, he had some tricks up his paws. Turns out.
What was he doing?
It was a lot of
perfecting his wag
and thunder.
Oh no! It turns out he's had a lot of stuff in the can, and he's just hitting us with it now. You'll see. You'll see.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Most importantly, though, guys, real quick, trivia is this Friday, August 4th, 9 p.m. Eastern. So send in the card, tier and up, patreon.com/hardfactor if you want to play trivia with us this Friday night. Very fun.
There you have it. Let's get into the news, boys.
Yeah, cup of coffee in the big time.
Here's a fun headline. The Taliban burned musical instruments. No shit. This is from Aksar.
Is it music? Kill it.
They want to kill it, Mark.
Kill the music.
Reports that the Hashiti Subu, reports that the Hashiti Subu It's hard to be Stubu. It's a bad translation. According to the information, musical instruments were collected from different regions of the province. This is in the toughest province. I forget exactly which one it is. It might be the Hashpiti Shabu. Anyway, local officials warn residents that listening to and/or playing music's illegal. Failure to do so will result in severe penalties. And then they burned all the instruments in front.
Why
of
is
the
music
town.
Illegal? By the Taliban, right? Like
it all has to do with sex, right? All like hardcore conservative religions have to do with sex in some way.
Surely there's some type of there's got to be like Islamic music, right? Like there's some.
Oh yeah, there's absolutely Islamic
sure,
music,
right?
Bro.
Like
you ever gotten in a cab?
Okay,
Yeah,
so why is it illegal then? Why is the Taliban?
The Taliban hates a good time. Is the bottom line. They hate a good time.
Yeah, it's all about control. Could you imagine a scantily clad woman shred an electric guitar?
Oh my god,
dude!
They'd shoot her a million times.
Yeah.
They pull out the machine guns.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah. I mean, let's see. Let me get some more details because that was like I pulled that from like the Taliban to English source situation.
Right.
It was really
well, they're bragging about it. They're like, look at all of these violins we destroyed.
Yeah.
shit. Okay, there's a photo.
I don't mean to harp on it, but it's gone.
This is pretty good. So this photo I'm about to put up is from their propaganda ministry. So this is from the Afghanistan's Ministry for the Propagation of Virtue and the Prevention of Vice, Take a look there. That's just what's on fire. You got
guitars,
acoustic guitar
amps,
speakers.
Amps and guitars.
Yeah, amps and guitars, bro. There will be no music.
Oh my god!
What a fucking asshole. They're closing beauty salons as well. Promoting music causes moral corruption, and playing it will cause the youth to go astray.
Oh yeah.
Bring
me the piano man.
Anything that distracts from, whoever it is they worship.
It's the Hurled.
Guys, we got to tread lightly. Those are our allies now. So.
Yeah. I mean,
they don't want them dancing.
It's a bore fest over there.
I'm gonna stick with the music.
It's such a bore festival, bro.
Yeah.
You can't go to the beauty salon. You can't fucking listen to.
Are they allowed to do? Are they allowed to do music in a religious sense, though?
No, not at all. That's how orthodox they are. That's how hardcore they are, bro.
Whoa.
No music, no melodies whatsoever, Mark.
Not
if you're even
for a
thinking
lot.
a melody, get it out of your mind.
All right.
Don't even hum. Don't even fucking hum.
Who's humming? Who's humming?
Yeah.
Are you whistling while you work?
You don't even want to. You don't want to walk in rhythm with someone else too.
Who's tapping their toes?
Don't even like accidentally create a beat or you're
Who
dead.
the hell is tapping their toes and they're doing the drums with their fingers?
Whistling, yeah. Like if you're whistling at a woman,
cut off his
you
fingers.
got to make sure it's just a single
that
note,
is-
not a.
Got to be way off. Yeah. Mhm.
That's terrible.
That's too much melody, Pat. 2 notes.
No fun. Guys, Ukraine, and this is a little bit older, I guess, but they officially unveiled their boat drone. Now, I found a video from 2 months ago of the Russian Navy blowing one of these fuckers up, but it's pretty cool. So these things are like lightning fast boat drones, and they're just meant to ram into Russian.
Oh, like it's a bomb. It's a bomb on a little boat. Yeah.
Bomb on boat,
above ground
speed 2.
torpedo.
Yeah. Here you go. Here's the boat drone in action. This one's getting shot out of the water by Russian,
like a bass
Russian
boat
Navy,
loaded with explosives, dynamite bass boat. Yeah,
bam,
basically.
and it got shot.
Oh,
But
wait, I
imagine
didn't
that
see
if
it.
it hadn't gotten shot.
Yeah, cut
Right. It's a big boom no matter where it
Oh,
goes.
there it
out.
is.
Whoa, it's pretty big.
Yeah, that's the size of a ski boat.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, it's like
pretty
a
big.
bass boat. Yeah, like a ski or like a water skiing boat.
It's essentially like a hammered guy in Lake Havasu, just cruising for the largest vessel out there.
The Russians really took care of that pretty easily.
Yeah, no, I mean it's going to be easy to get that for sure. When you got all the computers telling you it's coming at you,
You got to really get
Way
close to
away.
it.
They must. Hey, it's your turn to take out the one of these boats.
yeah, it's fun. It's,
Yeah,
it's
it's
really
fun.
almost a training exercise. It's
How do
super
they?
fun.
They would have to send 1 million of those to get
Yeah,
one
they
there.
would.
Yeah, and they're
Those
asking.
ships have radar. It's not like the bass
Yeah, you
boat's
can-
not going to be sneaking up
You
on
can
those.
see it from a mile away with binoculars.
They did it in the daytime.
Oh, man.
I mean, it's definitely a Red Rover situation. You know that the drone boat's coming over.
Right. Send their own boat on over.
Well, then maybe you could send actual drones because that's not really a drone. That's just the missile.
Well, no,
I mean,
aspect
it
of
technically is a
Pilot
drone.
It's a drone.
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
drones are
There
most
was no one-
commonly
there was
known.
no one in that boat. Yeah.
Yeah, they're most
Right,
commonly known as air drones, right? We don't see a lot of boat drones these days, except at like carnivals.
That's why. I think
Now
that's
you
why.
see why?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
why.
Yeah, it's funny.
A lot of money.
The news story was in CNN because Ukraine, I guess, whoever's doing their information was like, these are our new boat drones, right? But then I'm like, boat drones. I'm trying to find video of it, and that video I showed you is from 2 months ago. So they've had the boat drones for a while, but they're just unveiling them today.
I do see Russia continually claiming like boat drone after boat drone. They probably just have this one video and they've claimed they've wiped out all of them just with the one video, but it's a damning video.
Yeah,
If Russia were smart, they would have made like a fake video of how successful the boat drones are, and then Ukraine would have just
haven't put all their money into it.
These boat drones are killing us.
We can't get these boat drones. They're just too fast.
Just wiping them out so easily.
Sunk their
idea?
budget.
Whose idea was the boat drone?
I mean, dude, they're trying anything.
Yeah,
Somebody got fired for the boat drone for sure.
Yeah. it was good on paper.
Yeah.
We'll
I mean,
sneak
what do they
right in.
cost? Because I mean, if you get like 10 boat drones,
Bass boat? How much is a
The
bass
amount of
boat?
a boat
30
and a
grand.
missile.
Well, bass boat. That was more
Yeah.
than a bass boat, though. Like a good ski boat's like 30.
Yeah,
30
that
grand.
was probably is that saltwater, Pat, that it was on? Like
yeah, it was in the Black Sea.
And then you lose your missile. It's the cost of like the boat and the missile.
probably 100 grand a pop at least.
Right.
At least, right? Yeah.
Couldn't they do it with like just hobby submarines? Just load those up with explosives. They'd be a lot cheaper. You could have a lot more bites at the apple, so to speak.
All right, so the boat's going to be anywhere 10 to 20 grand, and then I don't know how much, maybe more with the markup. You know, the
technology,
like, contract
drone
markup,
yeah.
right? And then droned out another 20 grand, and then however the explosives, however much that is.
Instead of sending over like missiles to actually like obviously you think you're going to get shot down, send over like sex dolls or dildos, and like just send a bunch of cheap boats over and have them like shoot it, and then like a bunch of dildos get shot in the air, like dust, like distract them with it.
Oh, what? Just distract them for a couple seconds.
Just distract them with
dildo bombs.
That'd be effective.
Yeah.
Oh, and then they're bombed.
They're shooting dildos, and they're like, "What does do with the dildos?" And then you come from the air,
and then they get curious.
Yeah,
right. Then they just start looking at them. Then you right. Okay.
Were they trying to give us dildos as a kindness? Because
an art of war.
It's very nice. It's very nice of them.
It probably would have been better than the drone boat, Mark.
Yeah,
the dildo bomb.
Yeah.
The drone boat.
I'm saying.
Speaking of wars, right, that we're fighting but not fighting, the U.S. has announced a $345 million aid package for Taiwan, okay, to fight who?
That'll take care of China.
China. I listened to the New York Times does on Sunday, they do long reads, right, on their podcast feed. Listen to a long read today about how this war simulator, have you guys ever heard of these? Where like they have these super high level simulations of
Risk, the game Risk.
It's just like
Empires.
It's just like Risk. Sometimes it's done on like a massive scale. Like huge companies come in and build these serious, like true to life potential simulations. So like,
you rolled a 12.
Right, 26 out of 26 times we went to war with China over Taiwan in 2026.
Oh boy, that's
great.
Yeah,
26 out of 26 times. Yeah, I mean. That one is interesting.
And they bombed Guam. Sorry, that was the big takeaway.
China did.
Guam.
Oh, China bombed.
China bombed Guam.
China bombed Guam.
China bombed Guam.
China bombed
We bombed Guam.
Damn. Did anybody die in Guam? Hopefully they're okay.
Oh yeah, all 150,000 of them, bro.
Oh,
no.
They could wipe out Guam.
Yeah, China bombed Guam. We bombed Guam.
China bombed Guam. Oh no, terrible.
It's not good. Can we give Guam voting rights in fucking Congress? They have a non-voting member right now in Congress, Guam. That's what they got. They have citizenship, which is cool, but they have no rights, and they're about to get bombed. Guam.
They better not.
Too bad they rhyme with it. It's too enticing.
So it's 26 out of 26 times, huh? And
Crazy.
that one can't be a proxy war. That's the difference between Ukraine and that one.
Well, if you bomb Guam,
it's on. How much money did you say?
Because of
Taiwan,
we have there's legislation that would require us to go to war with China.
Right, 345 million, Mark.
So that's 345 million. That's enough to buy each person in Taiwan a tiny white flag to wave.
That's true. Well, here's the problem. China released a video like a couple years ago of showing off some of their new missiles. And in the video, it was CGI. They were bombing an Air Force base that looks exactly like the Air Force base we have there in Guam.
Right.
Yeah.
It was a China bomb Guam video.
It was a China bomb Guam.
Yeah. To be fair, they've modeled out every single like opposition base.
Who should we bomb?
The U.S. bases in Mongolia.
I have an idea.
What is it? Guam?
They have a full scale map of Taiwan out there too, like the whole city that they practice on. It's it's a hot point for sure.
Not good. China bomb Guam.
Sounds like the AI has a good force.
Real quick, I found out those drone boats cost $250K a pop.
Ooh. 250, damn.
Zelensky wants to build 100 of them.
Yeah.
That's a waste.
I mean, I wish I grabbed a picture of these Russian destroyers. Like, they're the biggest fucking boats you've ever seen, bro. The Russian destroyers are insane.
It wasn't even close.
They take out other giant boats.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
It's all they got.
How's the dildo bomb? Dildo bomb.
All right, let's talk about the war at home, the war on horniness, guys. New York Post did an expose about a street, so to speak, in Queens, 40th Road in Flushing's Chinatown. It's just right near Citi Field where the Mets play, and it is a brothel heaven. There are brothels.
To be fair, a lot of people are getting fucked at Met
strip.
Stadium too.
That's true.
Really? Brothels all over this place. In New York.
Let's take a look at some of the gals. These are the cards that were being handed out on
if they look like cards, that's pretty impressive.
By the seers and the spotters who are saying,
would you rather go to a Mets game or to that lady? Either of those things.
You can do both, Mark. You can do both. That's the idea.
7th inning stretch. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What got the New York Post to send an investigative reporter over there is these brothels are running full-on YouTube ads, Spanish language YouTube ads. To dudes that want to bang sex trafficked Chinese prostitutes. It's absolutely insane. I guess the Post reporters were solicited 3 times in the span of 2 hours on Friday and Saturday on the street. And in one case, the woman didn't say a word, but nearly nodded in the direction of a door at 135-25 40th Road, where there's no sign in English and nothing to identify the business, just a sign that says welcome in Mandarin.
These migrants that are getting shipped up to New York are spending every last dime on these whores. They're like, I mean, you know what I mean? They're getting bussed up there, and then they're just.
Well, also probably some.
You think it's like a cottage industry?
That is a thing where if you get coyotes,
sex workers.
Yeah,
that's true.
So more of everybody coming in.
This is an Asian-run business, Mark. So these are Chinese prostitutes. But Wes is correct.
Right, okay.
There's a scenario where I don't think it's out of Mexico, but a lot of times people that get smuggled in the United States, their coyotes will stop them at brothels. And they'll be like, hang out. And then they'll run the tab up harder, right? And they're like, you...
Indentured servitude.
Exactly. You drank a bunch and you banged 2 prostitutes.
Now you got to work for me for 2 years.
Yeah, 2 years of work.
That's dirty. That would work on me like to a T. Like a
big time.
Yeah. I love America. Day one,
30 years, 30 years a slave.
Yeah. They're like, okay, they cut you off. They're like, you're not gonna live till 300, bud. Enough.
Oh no.
We're gonna tell you, bud.
Yeah. Why did you let him run the top up 300 years?
This is like, you think this is all free? They're acting like this is free.
I can't believe it.
Yeah. High five at everyone. Sending letters home. You got to get over here.
Yeah, quick.
But they said that these are popping up so much that the cops can't shut them down because they're just popping up so fast, and like there's like they're so brazen, they're just like open about it, and there's like one every block. They don't care. Yeah.
I guess I couldn't find the ad, but this is how it's described. So, and this is what's great. The Roosevelt Avenue red light district, has, I guess they've gotten together, and it's like a Chamber of Commerce situation where they're all chipping in for this YouTube ad. So the ad isn't specifically for one brothel; it's for just the area. Like, come on down. And,
exactly.
And there's 2 Spanish-speaking guys who are guides in the video, and they tell you in the video how to negotiate with the prostitutes. I gotta find this fucking ad, dude. I gotta find this ad.
Yeah,
it's like an infomercial about how to go down and party in
Don't
Roosevelt.
Take the whore for her word.
It's a honey trap.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
No, it's not, bro. They just don't give a shit.
They don't give a shit.
No, that's exactly.
How did YouTube let this fly? Just because they're like, they'll let anybody do ads with money right now?
Because it came out 6 weeks ago, Will, that 90% of YouTube's ads violated their own TOS, right?
Yeah.
Like their own content policy.
Well, if they
don't give a shit if you're paying.
If they shut down this ad, they'll just come up with a new one. You know what I mean? Like that's how the brothels are popping up. They shut one down, they just pop up 3 more.
Here's
legalize it then. Just legalize it. You know,
they need to.
Just go ahead.
Well, also New York, what's playing to their benefit? Sorry, Pat. I think is because like what years ago, in left leaning cities, they stopped, which I agree with 100%. They stopped prosecuting the sex workers.
Right.
So like it's only like they just say stop it to like the sex workers. They used to like arrest prostitutes. They don't arrest prostitutes anymore.
The idea of prostitution
is
insane to me because if there's one thing humans are going to do, it's they're going to fuck. And
it's the oldest profession in the world.
100%. And
shouldn't it be a fine always, basically? Like
you should fucking regulate it, dude. So you don't have sex trafficked women. This is the same district.
Correct.
In 2017, a woman killed herself.
Right.
She jumped out of a window.
If you want to get rid of sex trafficking, you can legalize it. Yeah.
New York State's not going to legalize prostitution.
They sort of did. They decriminalized it. So
yeah, but that's still, I mean, yeah, that helps, I guess, but that still allows for all kinds of shady shit to happen.
Anyway,
get out of here scenario.
It's called the Market of Sweethearts, and according to New York Post, there's a bunch of concerned moms, and I'm like, really? Are they concerned moms or concerned wives? Which are?
Yeah,
which
that's the one. Yeah,
both of those.
That might actually up sex trafficking if you legalize it. I don't know.
You think so?
It might.
No, it's in the same way that you can kill the smuggling of marijuana out of Mexico by legalizing marijuana.
Right, because I think if you legalize it, Wes, there would be regulations. So you have to show your ID and like, right, this
yeah,
is,
like
this
there's
is
like
this
tests,
is an actual
like
resident.
Yeah.
Someone will come by and be like, "Hey, are you sex trafficked?" And then there'd be
Right.
actual plan to get them out of there.
Right. And what I agree with you. The first couple months there might be some increase in sex trafficking, but once you get some regulation in there, then there would be less sex.
I think it would just change forms. I don't know. You're probably right. It'd be less, but it wouldn't kill it. That's for sure.
No, you can't get rid of crime altogether.
Yeah,
it's impossible.
You could try by just not making
Why not?
anything a crime.
It's impossible.
People
are always going to fucking break your laws.
The New York Post article says that the journalist who went down there, he faked a back injury, so he didn't have to go through with it, and he got out of there when they went to massage him. He was like, I got a back injury. I got to go. You re-agitated it with your massage.
I've got a front injury.
Yeah, it's swollen.
Yeah.
It's all swollen.
What's wrong with me?
It must have gotten bitten by a snake.
Yeah,
you have to suck the poison out.
How many guys all of a sudden got like big into the Mets after this news came out?
Oh man, you're leaving a fucking Mets game.
Yeah, now Mets season tickets are through the roof.
You're bummed out.
The stadium's empty, but season tickets are sold out somehow.
All you need is
go to the Mets game again, honey.
Yeah, Mets merch is what really went up.
Yeah. Because you could wear a Mets hat and be like,
I'm going to the game.
Yeah,
it's like a key to the neighborhood.
It's like the guys taking the fishing lures in Brokeback, you know.
And you can also just go home and be like, the Mets lost, because that's probably true. You don't even have to like look it up.
Yeah, sad to say for all you Mets fans out there, they did beat the Natties today, and
they
are
also
way better than our hometown
They
team.
traded Max Scherzer to the Rangers this weekend, and they're doing a complete fire sale. They had the number one bankrolled team in the past 2 years. They all thought they were going to finally win one, and now they're back to square zero. They're just dumping the entire squad. They're awful.
At least they're not the Natties, though, who are in last
Hey, they got
place
prostitutes across the street, though.
in
That's
the
true.
division. Yeah. All right, guys. Cardi B.
Hey, we got Dylan Cruz coming. Don't worry, Pat.
Oh, that's good, man. That's good. She made news over the weekend. Cardi B did. As I guess she's fighting back against the trend that's been taking place, and this trend is like it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. It's like a snake eating its tail. The trend, I think, is perpetuated by the trend being talked about on social media. I don't think it was a trend to start with, but remember when someone threw a phone at Baby Rex's face? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Messed her up bad,
that
right?
Weird dude, right? Like he was like an ultra fan, but also obsessed with her in a psychotic way.
Yeah, his excuse was he thought it would be funny if he hit her in the face with his phone.
Yeah, and then there was
she was kind of right. I mean,
That was his excuse.
right. He was aiming for a butt. Don't know how he missed, you know. Come on. Who's a Rex fan out there? Who's a Rex head?
I like her. She's a big pothead, so she's okay in my book.
Yeah, but I guess it's been a thing. Like someone threw a bracelet at Kelsey Ballerini, a bag of human ashes at Pink, a sex toy at Lil Nas X,
Harry
right?
Styles, all the people, everyone's getting shit thrown at them. Yeah.
Right. I think honestly, there's a NoFX album called "So Long and Thanks for All the Shoes" because at punk rock concerts, people throw shoes. It's been that way forever. At concerts, people throw shit.
I've seen you huck a lemon on stage.
I don't know what you're talking about. Third Eye Blind, take that. People throw shit at concerts. That's true. Especially people throw shit at concerts where it's festival style, right? Like where it's like I didn't necessarily pay to see this artist. I'll huck something at him, and that's what was going on when Cardi B played at an outdoor Las Vegas club. Dre's, D-R-A-I-S, beach club in Las Vegas over the weekend. You been there? You been to Dre's?
Yes, it's next to the pool, up on the pool deck there in Dre's. It's nice.
Well, that's where we're going with this video here, Mark. We're going to the pool deck on Dre's. Cardi's there. She's quote unquote performing Bodak Yellow, which was a top 10 hit. I think it was a number 1 hit. But she's not really performing because it's a full backup track because it's a Vegas style thing. We'll pay you $200,000. You come do 2 songs. There you go, Cardi.
It's like a DJ set where you come out and make an appearance, kind of.
When I was there, like the weekend was there and someone else. Every weekend they have huge acts that just come up on the pool deck for a couple.
Right? Was it a weekend or a Tuesday though? That's great.
It was.
No, it's the weekend. This is the weekend. No, man, it's Tuesday.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a real who's on first situation at Dre's Beach Club. in Las Vegas. Anyway, someone threw a drink at Cardi B. Here's a video, and what you're going to see or hear is Cardi lip syncing to Bodak Yellow, and then the drink gets tossed, and then she throws the fucking microphone, the same microphone that we're using right now in SM58, directly at the fan's face. And SM58 probably weighs a pound and a half, maybe 3 pounds.
Yeah. But she also had the wireless pack on it, so
shit, yeah, that definitely
probably
adds.
a 3-pounder.
It would take a tooth out for show.
Oh yeah, tooth and a nose. Here we go.
Yeah.
Drink on her. Pow! I mean, that's a great throw.
Yeah.
That's a great throw. She
She's
didn't hesitate. She didn't hesitate. That was my favorite part about it. She immediately decided, you drink on me? Okay, now you're getting the mic.
She also exposed that she was lip syncing if anyone didn't think she was, because she kept singing without the microphone in the background. Yeah.
I mean, everybody at Dre's knows she's lip syncing, right? Like, nobody's, unless they're that hammered. Yeah, dude, she fucked
good for her.
Yeah, fuck
yeah.
him.
I think it's awesome.
But then you're left without a mic is the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, they brought out a new one.
But she's lip syncing, so she can just dance. Just
Everyone lip syncs, but you need, man, you're supposed to have like a
doesn't
track.
even have to work, though.
Right.
That's the thing.
Right.
She can just have a weapon.
Yeah, but part of it's the
Anything is
illusion, right?
Has she hit somebody before with a mic? I feel like
Apparently she drugged and tied up a man when she was working as a stripper.
hit him with the mic.
That's probably worse.
Did she
Stole
throw a
his
mic
money.
from a distance? Because it was great. It's almost like she had thrown a mic before. I mean, she had such good aim and it released on that mic.
Well, I
straight out
think
of the
she's
wrist.
thrown things before.
Oh yeah, she's good at that.
During a fight with Offset?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Anything. She can throw pretty much anything around the house well. You know what I mean?
It's good.
Doesn't
I like
matter
it.
the shape. Yeah.
That video got me riled up. It makes me feel like I was watching that Indiana Pacers game where they got in that huge brawl.
With Ron
Artest
Artest, I mean,
beating the shit
World
out of
Peace.
fans. Yeah.
Meta World Peace, Artest.
The fans threw fucking beer at them. They just
Dude, it's the same thing.
can't
I was jacked up for Ron Artest. I was like, hell yeah. Beat that fan.
Stop
You know what
throwing beer on the paid attack.
Do you know what he said when he was going to the locker room? He said, "We ride together."
Yeah,
That's
And I
right.
appreciate
Him
that
and Steven
tremendously.
Jackson, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So much better than Kirk Cousins. What did he say on the way to the locker room?
Dude,
Like
Kirk
that.
Cousins is a freak. Have you guys watched Quarterback?
Dude, he's a fucking freak, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, what's up with this room? His
he's a
shrine
nerd.
room. He puts his fucking pads on a mannequin, dude. He has his mannequin dressed in his outfit, and he takes it off and puts it on himself.
And it's behind a secret door case.
He's such a nerd.
Dude,
Bookcase.
do you know how like inspirational posters talk about striving for perfection, but like normal humans realize that that's hyperbole? Like you don't actually strive for actual perfection. But Kirk Cousins literally has the worst life on the planet. He describes it on that show. QB, he's like, my life's pretty terrible because I demand literal perfection from myself, and I can never deliver it, so I'm never happy.
So I go into my room that's a shrine to me and my a cappella group, and I reminisce. And
I didn't get to the
I'll throw in this
acapella.
green book every night.
I stare at my own uniform on a mannequin.
If Kyler Murray would put down the joystick and have Kirk Cousins' work ethic, he'd be a Super Bowl champion.
100%. Kirk's working hard out there.
He's ambitious, that Kirk Cousins. The best part of the quarterback show is that Patrick Mahomes scenes, Jackson Mahomes very rarely in them and doesn't talk. That's the best part of the show is they didn't.
And as a cold sore in one of them.
Yeah, exactly. They don't do a lot of Jackson Mahomes, which is nice.
Clapping in the
Yeah.
suite.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be here.
Yeah. He demanded. They edited him out. He demanded to be in every shot.
100%. He said, are we filming today, bro?
Yeah.
Are we filming today, bro?
He's like skipping past Patrick.
I like
always
Mahomes
so
after that, though. I'm a big fan of Mahomes now after that show.
Yeah,
I like-
he's by far the most normal of the three.
Yeah.
What did you like about him?
I just like he seems like Will said, he seems like a normal dude, and he's like he's obviously the best quarterback mentally, emotion. Like he's just driven as a motherfucker. He's crazy.
After watching that, I like his chances to win a few more. Super
Yeah,
Bowls.
yeah.
He's got his head in the right place.
He's good, and his trainer's awesome.
Yeah.
They're good. They have a good.
Do you feel like
got his whole setup.
he's trapped in that marriage? Do you feel like that marriage?
No.
They're
No.
like high school. They're like junior high.
less so
yeah.
than before watching the show.
Yeah,
Yeah, for
Okay.
sure.
I haven't gotten.
I liked
to
her
episode-
too.
Yeah, I like.
you
her.
like
I think they
Brittany?
both. Here's what it is. I think they both have kind of like they're both loud and kind of have annoying voices. So I think that people like write them off the bat, but they're actually not that bad when you watch the show.
Yeah, she cheered for him well. I liked her, and I liked that they didn't include Jackson Mahomes a lot.
Well, there you go. Yeah, I'll have to watch it. I've only watched the first.
That other guy he's in trouble though. What the other?
Oh, Mariota. He's a backer for the Eagles. He's a backer for the Eagles.
Yeah,
he's got no killer instinct. That guy.
No, come on.
You're making a documentary, right? It's hard to pick four winners.
Right.
Also,
he's the other end of the spectrum from.
Yeah, he is. He sure is.
There's some rough scenes with Cousins where he's training to like improve himself in crunch time, and then they go over his primetime numbers, and it's just like you just want to crawl into a hole for him. When you're watching that, like it's
the best part with Cousins is like that last season, he got hit in the ribs so many times. He's like, "Oh, my ribs, my ribs, my ribs." He got hit in the ribs like 1,000 times. He's like, "Are you okay?" And he's like, "I just got the wind knocked out of me again. I just got the wind knocked out of me again."
My ribs will never be perfect again.
He's a tough guy, but he got fucking crushed.
Yeah.
Poor guy. Glad we traded him.
So after seeing that, dude, you're so
definitely
if you're a Commies fan, dude.
Had a lot of buyer's remorse, him not being on the Commanders. Like a lot of buyer's remorse for a while, but then
he's an overachiever, Pat.
Be happy with Sam Howell. Trust me.
Fired up. All right, guys. Final story of the coffee. It's not necessarily a cream, so I'm not going to cream it. But who would have guessed it? The French guy who climbs buildings, Remy Enigma, he's dead. He died.
How did he die, Pat?
He fell from a high-rise building, Mark.
My God.
Yeah. By the way, I was thinking, I'm going to get to this. This is great. I'm going to read you some verbatim from the South China Post. If you wanted to murder someone that's a high-rise climber, totally, it's a perfect crime. You just throw them off a building, and no one's ever going to guess that they're murdered.
You asked to film his next thing.
Exactly. Police are investigating whether Remy Lucidi, who's 30, died while practicing his extreme sport on Saturday. I guess a source familiar with the case said Lucidi, who uses the name Remy Enigma, was last seen knocking on a penthouse window on the 68th floor of the Tregunter Tower.
Because he desperately needed in.
Yeah, I guess the source said it's possible that Lucidi was trapped outside the penthouse and knocked on the window for help before falling to his death. It's possible.
Damn it, dude. What is he? Why is he? Is he one of the people that does like holding on to the edge of a building with like one hand type shit?
Yeah, dude. He's one of those guys.
I hate that.
He's doing the GoPro at the top.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to figure though that this is like one of the top ways he'd want to go if he had to choose.
Well, he's definitely said that publicly. He said that to friends, like, I want to die that way.
He's prepared to go that way, right? Yeah.
Whether or not he actually wanted to go that way.
Very sad considering how young he is, but also kind of like,
I can't watch those videos where they like do two fingers, like a 2-finger grip over the edge of a building. It's insane.
You know what's super interesting is, Mark, if you think about it, it's like watching a tense movie. Like, you know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Right? Obviously, on those YouTube videos, you definitely know what's going to happen because it would have said, dude falls to his death. Right? You know someone's going to live, but you still can't watch it.
Still, it's too tough. Yeah.
No, I know. It's interesting.
Have you guys watched that documentary about Hurled? Free climber, the dude that does El Capitan, Alex Hurled.
His name's not Hurled.
I think so. Alex
No.
something. He does the El Capitan
free climb documentary.
Free climbing.
Yeah,
I think it's called free climb.
Free solo.
But
yeah.
Why you call him Hornhold? Is it Alex Hornhold?
That's his Honnold. Honnold.
Yeah, Honnold.
Honnold. No R.
Whatever. No, Hornhold. Honnold.
Yeah, Hornhold.
Honnold.
Yeah,
that will make you fucking sweat. Like your hands will just start sweating watching that movie.
That's exactly what I'm talking about, Will. It's the same with the same exact effect. Yeah, it's tough to watch.
That guy's a psycho, man.
Yeah, but he's a good climber. It's crazy.
He reminds me of the guy that pulled off that cliffhanger stunt, who like had retired from stunting, and they were like, do the cliffhanger stunt. They offered him $1 million for the movie clip, the 1993 film Cliffhanger. Well, he told his wife he was going out for the day not to do the stunt. Did the stunt, came home and told his wife. Yeah.
Man, that's tough because like he's got $1 million, so she can't be too mad. But then
as long as you take her on vacation, right away,
where she comes up and she's like, "You bastard!" and she's hitting him, and then she's laughing and then crying at the end. Yeah,
right. We're gonna go to Jamaica though, so
yeah. Buy her a car afterwards, bud.
Is it me?
Right.
Who's up next?
You want it to be you?
Take it, Wes.
Well, I was trying to remember which way Will said.
I don't think there's any set really order.
You jump right in, Wes.
Go ahead, then. I'm going.
Go ahead, Wes.
Grab it by the horn hold.
I got it.
like, what a perfect name.
Yeah. What's his name? Finger clasps?
Yeah, right. I mean, his name is so ripe for a hold to be named after him, the horn hold.
My brain made a mnemonic device for me. And
You might have just saw his name with like
placed his name with with what I call him in my head.
Exactly.
Guys, this is Mike Rose. Look at him. There he is.
He looks concerned.
All right.
He looks concerned.
That's his
he can
real
grow
estate.
a beard.
Oh yeah, he can grow a big beard, thick mustache. Yeah, he looks like a
Give him a few minutes.
He might be like a like a BTK or somebody.
He looks like a guy. He's just like he's just a real guy.
Right, he's a guy.
He looks like the guy from Wings, kind of.
He's just a man.
Tony Shalhoub, kind of.
Yeah, then he did he was the detective monk.
Yeah.
Monk.
He definitely looks like a detective.
Yeah, for sure. Anyway, he's an agent or a real estate agent in British Columbia, and he's in a lot of trouble. And he did something that I think probably a lot of us might do. Definitely me, if I was a real estate agent. And what for sure, before all these cameras started showing up in people's houses, back in the 70s, 80s. You were doing this every time you went into someone's house if you're a real estate agent. So Mike was inside this Kamloops, British Columbia home. He was waiting for some clients who were interested in buying the house. He was the buyer's agent. So it wasn't his house to sell. He was just there, showing it off. He was all alone in a stranger's home, and he got thirsty. Now, he said that he was dehydrated that day due to some new meds he was on. It was a lot of stress. It was July. I don't know how hot it gets in July in Kamloops, which is just east of Vancouver. But he was going through some personal issues. So as you'll see in the video, Mike meanders. First of all, let's just look at what he's wearing. He's opening the blinds, show off the light in the place, and he's wearing like these just
cargo shorts,
and hiked up pants. He looks like he's going to an amusement park with his kids.
Right.
Mike, he doesn't look like a detective there. Boy, he just looks like a schlubby real estate agent.
He's got the tucked in polo. He's got a dad polo.
Long pants, long shorts. Yeah,
below the knee.
Anyway,
and he's got like high socks and sneakers on. Okay.
He looks just like a dad from the 90s. He's a 90s dad.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. So he goes over to the fridge and he claims that he's looking for water because he's dehydrated. But what he does instead is he immediately sees milk, grabs it. He grabs this milk the fastest I've ever seen him grab milk out of a fridge, and he chugs it right out of the bottle. Yeah, it's like his own fridge. Chugs it right, like he found something that was like he's never seen before.
And he's selling this house or buying this house?
He's trying to sell it, but he's not the selling agent. So
he's the buying agent.
Yeah, he's the buyer's agent. So
I'll just have a little of this.
This is the first time he's been in this house, probably.
So he came early, maybe did the combo lock thing, and
you saw him. He was turning on all the lights. He was opening the blinds, show off the light.
The fridge works. The milk's pretty cold.
Grabbing a swig of milk, just test it out.
Yeah, here's a close up of the shorts. So he
oh no.
He's got that he looks like he's dressed like my dad. It does pretty much.
He's dressed like my dad too.
Yeah,
every dad at a golf course or
Mark's dad. I don't know about Will's dad, but
festival.
Yeah, definitely 3 of our dads has that exact outfit.
So again, he claims he's looking for water, but as soon as he sees that milk, he's like, "Oh, this is what I was really looking for." And he grabs
white water,
takes a chug. Right, he could have gone to the faucet
to rehydrate you like a sip of thick milk.
I was a little hungry and a little thirsty. This is perfect. So
gross, dude.
He grabs some milk right before his clients get there because it's good to have just milk mouth when you meet your clients.
I might just fold the wife's underwear while I'm here.
Was a little out of sorts, I saw.
So he puts it back, though. He puts it back after he takes it right out of the jug, and he looks around the fridge to see if there's anything else he wants to help himself to. But then he closes it, and that's it, right? Now, what are your thoughts? So he's a real estate agent.
Shouldn't have done it.
Okay.
I mean, if he's willing to do that, what else is he willing to do is my thought.
He'll just take whatever he wants.
That's exactly it, Pat.
It's not his first time.
No, definitely not his first time.
It's not the craziest thing in the world, but it means that he's willing to do worse, in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't know, but it's just
doesn't mean he's willing to do worse.
Yeah,
no, I don't think so.
Yeah,
I don't think so. I think it's
worse.
It's just
maybe kick the cat if the cat's in the way.
Come on,
if the cat's in the way, might kick the cat.
Cats like milk too. Competition.
Just take little shit that you won't notice. I think basically the only
not flush.
I don't know. No, I think flush. Because he doesn't want you to notice this.
Yeah, he cleans up his tracks. That's
would it have been messed up if he if he got a glass? Would it have been messed up if he got a glass?
No,
not at all.
If he rinsed it and said, "Hey, look," no, absolutely not. I don't think so.
So,
but
Pat,
I think he probably did think so, Pat, because he didn't want to have any evidence. So he went way
Right.
grosser and put his fucking dirty mouth on the bottle instead of doing the glass.
So you think he's going to be more nefarious?
He's trying to be sneaky.
Listen, I would, if I was a realtor, I'd probably pour it in a glass.
Take a glass, man.
I'd probably pour it in a glass, but I would put it past myself to take a nice. This
isn't a huge deal to me. I say he just isn't allowed to show this house anymore, and that's it. And they throw away the milk, and it's done.
Right. So of course,
I mean, dude, this is part of selling your house. Like, trust me, you have so many people coming through your fucking house.
People are gonna drink your milk. It's part of it.
They will.
Yeah. You got to set up. You got to set up milk traps. You got to set up the camera.
When you have for sale signs, watch out, buddy. Your trash is going through everything.
True.
Everybody's looking in all parts of your yard. Everybody's going through all your shit. It's what happens when you
ask you this though. What would you rather have
working on your house, like your roof or anything like that? Same thing. Anyone?
Would you rather have Mike
if you're not home?
In his sweaty short legs take a shit on your toilet or a chug out of your milk
in your toilet or on your
milk? Just have him his sweaty legs sit all over your toilet seat and take a shit.
I mean, Mike's leaving hairs behind. He's leaving hairs. If he doesn't wipe down
the milk chug all day,
if he doesn't wipe down that toilet seat, there's a sweat ring and little tiny hairs.
Oh yeah,
little black curlies.
Oh, he might spackle the sides of the
I'm taking the milk chug.
Even the sweat ring has curlies. Like you can see the indentation of
it.
I know. I leave curlies.
The hairiest legs you've ever seen in your
hairiest
life.
asshole too. Hairiest legs and ass. And
Robin Williams level, man.
Yeah, 100%.
But I'd rather the glass overall.
Really? Okay. So that was actually one comment. Some guy said, "Come on, at least pour it in a cup and leave a $5 bill with a note."
Whoa, not $5.
Oh, come on.
Which is even more insane to me than taking a chug out of the.
Well, that's what a gallon of milk. That would be a Guam price of milk, bro.
Yeah, I mean, one glass $5, one sip $5. I don't think
in Guam.
I'd be so freaked out if I got that note as a homeowner.
Hey, I drank some milk.
Realtor.
What do you make of this?
Yeah. What else did he do in here?
You don't leave money.
Yeah.
Well, what the hell is this 20 for then?
We get further and further away from normal human behavior. It's normal. Another human, right, is out in the world. They're in your home. Help yourself to whatever. Don't leave any money. Yeah. The drinking from the fucking carton though is bizarre, dude.
It's gross.
Dirty, it's dirty.
Yeah,
you said he was having personal issues.
Personal issues. That's what he claims. He also claims that he was looking for water at first, but he definitely was not looking for water. He was looking for that milk.
Right. And had he found a Brita, would he put the Brita to his lips or would he get a glass?
He probably would have gotten the glass, I would hope. Yeah.
What if he drank out of the faucet? Would that have been weird if he drank directly from the faucet?
That. I'd be totally fine with that.
I don't think it would be weird. Anyway, people were
yeah, I mean, of course, yeah. If you drink from the faucet,
people were big.
I don't want his mouth on the container that then I pour into something and has his germs on it.
Yeah, you don't want that either. But I'd take it over the sweaty ring with the curlies.
Me too. 100%.
Bedroom.
He did both, guys. He did both. It's not one or the other.
He definitely did both.
Yeah, he probably did both. He's lactose intolerant.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a domino effect.
He did both.
Yeah.
I got
so now this happened in July of 2022. So this person says that he took a swig during COVID and put the milk back. I think the penalty should be losing his license. Now everyone.
No. I mean that's a factor for sure, dude. If there's a fucking global pandemic that we haven't figured out yet.
Dude, lose your license over a sip of milk. No,
I didn't say that. I'm just saying it's a factor.
It does make him a little bit crazier.
Yeah, it does make you wonder what exactly personal issues he's going through.
I mean, July 2022.
We're back to where that doesn't seem to be an issue anymore for sure. Like I don't think of that anymore. But
last summer,
2 years ago, that would have pissed me off. Yeah,
this was last summer. This wasn't 2 summers ago.
Okay, a year ago.
Last summer. So I'd say he's in the clear.
He was in the clear.
Yeah,
he was in the clear last summer.
Anyway,
everybody's going out.
So Mike eventually, he got reprimanded by his brokerage. He left. They let him go. He was suspended. A year later, I guess the governing body of realtors finally laid down their fine on poor Mike, and it's all his worst nightmare is that he's in the news again. The milk chug guy, Milk Mike, is in the news again.
Right. It sucks that his name is Mike, dude.
Yeah.
Milk Mike, bro. Mike Milk.
Mike. Yeah.
No.
People that didn't know about this are now finding out for the first time. Mike,
dude,
is this you?
Mike is like almost milk. It's almost the same word.
Yeah. Will's confused them before.
So what do you? So This guy, in the
You
end,
said your name's Milk? Milk Hornhold?
Yeah. No, it's Mike. Close.
That's crazy. They named a Hold after you yet?
Yeah, Milk Hold. Milk Lips. What'd you say your name was? Milk Lips?
Milk
No, Malkovich.
So they finally, the Financial Services Authority, according to them, the realtor, he got hit with a fine of $20,000 for this milk chug, and was forced to pay expenses of $2,500. Now, a little tidbit is this woman, Lyska Fullerton, says that she also has him on video sitting on her couch arm and breaking it and not saying a word about it.
Okay, yeah, he's a menace.
How sturdy was the couch?
Dude, he'll do whatever, dude.
Probably like this is not very sturdy.
He didn't sit on the couch. He sat on the couch arm.
He's waiting, you know. When you wait and you just want to half.
I'm not going to sit all the way down.
Yeah, but he's like 60 years old. You think he learned these
things? Get up and greet these people
just
when they open the door.
Couch, dude.
20, 25 years being a realtor, you know where not to fucking sit, right?
Right.
Milk's the best.
I'll just sit on this bamboo armrest.
Yeah, exactly. So he broke the arm. He chugged the milk. $20,000 fine plus $2,500 enforcement expenses. So I mean, that's a lot.
It's too steep.
I would think. Yeah, it's
too. You give him a $1,500 fine and you move on.
Yeah,
I think that.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I think the point you're missing here is that this guy has been pissing off this community for forever, and they're
trying to run him out.
Yeah, they're trying to run him out. They're sick of him sitting on armrests. And
get gross Mike out of here.
Yeah, get gross.
I think Milk Mike is great for the news industry. So I wish he would stay. You know,
it's his calling card: break an armrest, drink some milk.
Oh man, he's got to put the milkman on his card, dude.
Your house has been sold by Mike Rose.
Mike the Milkman Rose.
Milkman. Oh, he should lean into it for sure.
Oh, dude, bench banners, bro. Bench advertising.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Put a milk mustache on his realtor bio photo.
I was gonna say if he had a mustache, absolutely, it would have been so fucking funny if he came out and greeted him with a milk mustache.
It's him in whitey tighties with a plunger in his hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
your house.
He's got something to work with here.
I mean, dude, I also got to point out, Wes, that file photo you grabbed is the best resolution on the internet. Like, what is that about, right? Like, realtors, half of their thing is getting a headshot.
He's not a good-looking realtor. He's not.
Yeah. He's gross, dude.
Get a better headshot.
We just did a story about how gross this dude is. How sloppy this dude is.
Yeah. Look at it. You think this guy's worried about his headshot?
Oh, he's sloppy.
Yeah, he doesn't want his headshot anywhere.
Listen, he's 5 years away from retirement, probably.
Yeah, dude, that's the fucking file photo on the news. It's like all degraded and shit.
Yeah, it is.
He's always like, when they're like, we'll buy the house. He's like, you will.
Yeah.
What?
Exactly. Yeah, right.
Out his drink.
He's highly surprised at any success.
Yeah, exactly.
He's like Gil.
Yeah, he's very much like Gil from The Simpsons.
Oh, poor guy.
Anyway.
All right. I'll go.
Yeah, go ahead, Mark. You have a discussion one. I've just got like a update.
Yeah. So first up, real quick, let's knock Mastercard out of the way so we can get to the fun discussion one. Mastercard recently announced a ban on all marijuana purchases via Mastercard. That includes going to legal dispensaries or anywhere in legal states. They said, no, you can't use Mastercard anymore to get cash withdrawals or to use a Mastercard, anything related to fucking
what
marijuana.
A bunch of losers.
What a bunch of losers. You can buy cigarettes and booze. You can buy 100 bottles of vodka. You can buy sex dolls and guns, but the morality stops at weed. We're not allowed to buy pot purchases.
I got to ask this, though, Mark. Is this related to what their obligations are with federal cash, right? So
yeah, I think it has to do.
Absolutely is.
That's what they're saying, but they're like, here's the quote from this nerd spokesperson. As we were made aware of this matter, we quickly investigated it. In accordance with our policies, we instructed the financial institutions that offer payment services to cannabis merchants and connects them to Mastercard to terminate the activity, and that is because the federal government considers cannabis sales illegal.
Right.
Yeah, take this up with your legislator, not Mastercard. This is not their fault.
No, I had seen some weed people saying that it was the Biden admin that reached out.
It's nerdy.
They're sitting there saying we're not going to open ourselves up to $1 billion lawsuit, the liability of a potential $1 billion lawsuit.
But
figure it out. I mean,
why did they do it now? And then they said that they blamed it on the feds. There was somebody who reached out to them, and
I'm not real happy with any of them. Mastercard, the feds, whoever. Like, if I'm going to legal dispensary and I have a Mastercard and I'm not allowed to use it, what the fuck? Anyways,
it is crazy that every dispensary in America has to figure out what to do with their money. It has to be cash,
and then you get robbed,
and they can't put it in a bank. Yeah.
Stupid.
You can pay. I can pay at mine with a Visa.
Yeah. See, there you go. Good job, Visa. I'm also a Visa guy. Will
debit.
Right.
Yeah, that's a debit though.
Yeah, I can do
Mastercard doesn't do debit. They're
credit. Can you do credit? Can you buy with credit?
Yeah.
I don't think. No,
I bet you can't.
Credit card.
Yeah. Well, figure it out. This next one's admittedly more of a gray area, I think, than the MasterCard turds. Because if you put up a poll of whether MasterCard and the federal financial institutions are in the right on banning certain forms of payments for weed in legal states, I imagine it would be closer to 100%. No, they're not in the right. But this one might be more 50-50. Let's put up a poll maybe of both those, though, Eric. If you could put up a poll of if MasterCard or financial institutions are on the right for banning weed purchases in legal states, yes or no. And then also I'd like to put up a poll of whether Kristen Armstrong is in the right of this story, yes or no. Here's Kristen Armstrong.
Interesting.
Kristen Armstrong. Now I'll show you Kristen Armstrong with her family and her husband. That's
a white ass family.
James.
Her husband looks like he might have some cancer.
Yeah, James looks like he's haunted by something.
Well, you'll see what he's
or
haunted
himself is a ghost.
James is haunted by Brandon. Here's Kristen with her new family and her old family, and that's her ex-husband in the wheelchair, Brandon. That's what's haunting James. See how James is a tall, hulking man, and he's holding.
James is carrying Brandon's wheelchair.
Yeah,
okay, Mark. Important question. Whose kids are they?
They're James's, not Brandon's, not the guy in the wheelchair.
So Brandon looks like he has a spinal injury.
It's an entire new family. Brandon in 2008 was T-boned by a 18-wheeler. And he was high school sweethearts with Kristen. They were married for 2 to 3 years. And in their mid-20s, he got T-boned. She was not in the car. She got a phone call. He was in a coma, and he never recovered brain function. He has very limited brain function, so Kristen eventually just divorced his ass, filed for divorce, and said, in sickness and in some sickness and in some health, but not extreme unhealth.
Right. She wanted a family, and she couldn't have one with him.
Right. So she left his ass. And then the judge was like, this is kind of fucked up, ma'am. You're filing for a divorce. And she's like, yeah. He's like, are you going to still take care of him? And she's like, of course. And the judge was like, this is such a serious situation, whatever. He granted the divorce. And Kristen does still take care of him. She goes over many times a week to his nursing home. They take him out to restaurants. He's over at their house. Apparently the new kids call him Uncle Brandon and sleep with him on the couch. And here's James, the new husband, spoon feeding the ex-husband Brandon. He airplanes, here comes the airplane, and he just feeds him and takes care of him.
That's the new husband feeding
the new husband takes care of the old husband and feeds him.
So okay, let me get this right.
Is there cyanide in those mashed potatoes?
They were married after high school, during
they were dating in high school, dating in college, got married or whatever, and then after a couple years of marriage, let's say they were together for 7 years, the accident happens. They hadn't had kids yet; they were young,
and she divorced him.
She left his ass, started a new family, but I don't know if she feels guilty or still loves him or whatever. But she brings her new able-bodied family around him all the time. Are you what do you think of what do you make of this? Because if I'm Brandon and I have any brain functioning, I'm telling her to get the fuck away from me or to kill me. I don't want her family or to come by herself. I don't want her new husband. I don't want her new kids around. Sorry.
I don't want the guy she's fucking spoon feeding me at the table. That's for
absolutely
sure.
Not.
That's tough, right? Because that
anyone else but him.
Yeah. Please tell your new 6'4" husband to stop spoon feeding me. I'm trying to type that out or whatever, however it works. Because I'm not okay with this if I'm the ex-husband.
I think you're applying normal logic, right? Relationship logic to a situation where
abnormal situation.
When you get disabled, you get left behind. People put you in a corner and they leave you in that dark corner.
Me behind. Don't bring the new family around.
I think you're unique in that respect.
I'm trying to get someone to kill me, and I'm certainly not I'm putting a note to the nursing home to not allow that cunt and her new husband over.
To be fair, it would be if that was how Brandon was acting, it would be totally fair. I don't think anybody could Brandon.
Oh, it looks like Brandon left us a note, and you're not allowed to come over anymore. That's what
Brandon said.
Spoon feeding him anymore.
Yeah,
I mean, it's his right to deny it.
But the reason I do it is because I seem to be not the norm. Everyone's like USA Today and all the periodicals are praising her as like an angel.
Well, they have to.
I think she's kind of a bitch.
I mean, to have her husband spoon feed him is a cruel move.
Yeah, just go over by yourself. You don't need to bring the new husband over, right?
Yeah,
that's why I was going to ask Mark. How come she doesn't go over by herself?
Because she's insane. Will.
No, because it's like
he's too heavy.
She's essentially making this person part of their family, right?
She's
obviously, as evidenced by the family photo you put up that he's.
She's like doing the dirty dancing move with the new husband. She's like getting lifted in the air and like spun around.
It's like Wes said. You got to hear James's point of view on this. I think that it's really important.
I have no problem with James. James seems
he's
to be
the one I want to hear the most.
I have no problem with the girls that are like calling him Uncle Brandon. My issue is with this woman.
I got
the high school sweetheart that divorced his ass.
James carries him down to the basement at night.
James
and goes
is an angel. Yeah. Right.
I mean,
buddy, can you want to take a nap? I'm gonna go, bang Kristen.
Whisper to this guy.
You're gonna sit right here while I go fuck your ex-wife.
Yeah, don't go anywhere.
Did she get divorced for semantics purposes or legal purposes?
Kids.
Right,
she
like I'm gonna
kids. She wanted kids.
So she's still fulfilling her duties effectively.
Right.
That she made
what
to
she's
this
doing
person.
is very nice,
but mentally,
yeah,
I mean, like, isn't there a mental aspect of it that's? I don't know. I guess Brandon might like it, but for me personally, I don't know if I'd be okay with that. Well, I'd be like, go be happy. Hey, go be happy, far away from me, please.
I think, of course, Mark, in your current state, but to Pat's point, I think it's like if you were that disabled.
I know. It might change. It could possibly change, but I'm wondering like what his level of cognizance is. If like, what if he like can't communicate?
Not high, probably.
What if he can't communicate at all, but internally he's like, no, they're coming over again. No.
Could be.
Yeah. I mean, that's possible.
Like, oh no, James is feeding me.
You got to say that's a possibility. I don't think anybody could argue with you on that. I think
if that's a possibility, don't bring James over.
I think you got to make a judgment of how jealous this guy was before the accident. Like if he was a super jealous, because there's certain dudes like that. Like I got a friend like that who like is his jealousy constantly sabotages relationships. If
like way over.
If he's that type of dude, then you got to not do this. But
he got married at a young age, so I doubt he's super jealous.
Probably not.
But it's just I'm just saying like. Knowing nothing about his cognizance, and I couldn't read a bunch of things in the articles being like, Brandon's so happy that they come over. It's all James is happy to do it. The girls are happy to be the uncle.
Can you play the feeding video again?
Yeah, exactly. I need to hear from Brandon. And if I can't hear from Brandon, then she's in the wrong. If Brandon can't communicate, then she shouldn't be bringing the James
trying to
over.
get out of the way of the airplane, or if he's going in for it.
Is he spitting it back at him?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's spitting it back.
Is he moving away from it? Okay. Chewing.
He's chewing. He seems like he's ready.
Seems okay with
food.
it.
He's okay. Yeah. He even takes the drink too.
He spits the water out of. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, they seem to actually have some.
I love
some
this
chemistry going on.
I love this.
Yeah. Okay. I'm on the side of she's in the wrong. If we could put that poll up.
If Brandon can speak and approves it,
if he can approve it,
we just don't know.
I'm not trying to call a disabled guy a cuck. If he's fine with it, then I'm fine with it. But if he can't communicate, I'm not fine with this.
I think anytime he gets to spend with his ex is better than none. He would prefer not to have someone spoon feeding him like their husband.
Reckless Ranger's on my side, Wes. He says, I'd rather be disabled and alone forever than my ex-wife bring her new husband and kids around. I'm Reckless Ranger and me are on the same wavelength here. Go somewhere else. Go be happy somewhere else. That's Joey.
This is a good concept for a really tragic movie, right?
The new husband feeds both of them.
Yeah, like
he's
a movie you only watch once.
Great movie.
Yeah, open up.
That's what it's called. Open up your heart.
Yeah.
You fucked up Hallmark movie.
What do you mean? What do you mean you won't marry me unless I
Yeah. Do you think they're counting down the days till they finally just like, oh, the USA Today did its story, so I guess we got to do it for a couple more years here.
Right. There's something you need to know about me before we go any further.
Right.
What was that?
Yeah. Big Fudge says this
Oh,
man's
man.
being cucked, and I mean,
Yeah,
again,
and there's lots of
bad.
folks saying that Brandon should not be allowing this,
It's
but
bad. It's bad.
it's tough. You know, like Mark said, you probably can't like
Corey's-
really express your point of
He
view.
can't wipe his ass. So I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, but he's got people to do that. Not the guy banging his wife.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Adds an extra layer.
I know that. I know insurance covers this, but I'd like to do it. So
Yeah. I feel like I owe you one. I did pile drive your wife.
yeah.
It'd steal your life.
I've really wiped her ass a few times, if you know what I mean.
Exactly.
I gotta
James
thank
is
you.
whispering. Yeah, if James is whispering, there's
Yeah.
problems. That's torture.
Oh, don't worry. I'll get it back on the back end, motherfucker. Anyways,
All right.
no, James. Everyone seems like a nice person. It's just a weird scenario.
It's extremely weird, no matter which way you shake it down.
Very strange. You guys want to save this border collie man for tomorrow? You want to hit him
Not
up?
really. I kind of want to talk about him.
Yeah, dial it up, Willie.
Yeah,
Let's do it. An unnamed Japanese man who simply goes, we talked about him before a little bit, simply goes by Toko EV online. He has a YouTube channel called I Want to Be an Animal. And it's pretty self-explanatory. That's his goal. And a German news company who filmed Toko's first trip out in public has finally released the footage to Toko. So Toko then put it out on YouTube, and it's available for the world to see. Here it is. That's a man inside of a border collie suit,
God,
full-grown
so creepy,
Japanese
so
man,
creepy, dude.
and it's a $14,000 suit there, and you see
Oh,
basically
no.
everybody's creeped out by the dog. I mean, it's not a dog; it's a man. It's a man.
Everyone
dressed
seems
as
to
a
be
realistic
enjoying it,
dog.
Will.
It's a man inside.
No, that's a
just-
reporter,
just
Pat.
one person.
That's a
That's a
German
reporter.
reporter who's paid to be talking to Toko. And as you see, they have a cameraman with them, and
She's
then
petting him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
she's
no
petting-
one else is even near the creep.
no,
It's
they're all
just the
freaked out.
reporter.
Mark,
Yeah.
everybody is terrified of this Japanese man and a dog.
Including
out
This
the
there.
dog.
There's a dog that's trying to come up to it. Oh,
Yeah, and
shit.
it's weirded out. It's like,
Oh,
oh
yeah.
no, it's not, and it runs
Oh,
away.
no,
Guys
it's
run
so
away,
scared.
almost pulls the leash out of its owner's hand. Everybody's freaked out by Toko EV. Now
Oh, he's waving like a human.
His hand paw
Wave like a
human,
fucking
and
dog,
camera.
dude. Don't wave like a
Dude.
human. Wave.
Yeah.
Oh, dogs wave like this, not
Yeah,
like
this guy
this.
sucks at this.
You have to remember, guys, that's a human man inside that suit, and he just
Wave
wants
like
to
a
pretend he's
dog, you asshole.
Yeah,
This is
No,
creepy.
he won't
Like a
do it. He
Send
just
on,
acts-
wax on, wax off move.
Yeah, he's a creepy guy. He just acts like a dog, a human in a dog suit, and he just doesn't really manipulate his behavior. He gets on all fours. He doesn't really interact with people. Doesn't try to be nice to anybody like a real dog.
You think he's coming in there right now?
The whole time.
Oh, yeah.
he's definitely
full.
coming in that suit.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's probably got some anal beads in. I would I would
Oh,
just think
yeah.
if this was my fetish.
I'm done with
Russian
this
leather.
guy waving like
Oh,
that. I'm done.
There you
with
go. A citizen came up and waved at him, but from 7 feet away, would not get close
Yeah.
to him. And so here he goes. Now they put him on a trolley or like a hand truck,
Like a
here.
regular dog.
The German reporter tries to wheel him over to other dogs to see if, and the Shiba Inu's like, this is fucked up. The Shiba Inu tries to run away immediately. There's a poodle who won't get close to him. It's a mess. The guy's
He's like,
pretending
"Oops,
he's a
I'm not
border collie.
fixed," and starts fucking the other dogs.
Oh, there's a better wave. He almost did.
He's
a dog
waving
wave
like
there.
Jackson Mahomes.
Yeah,
Yeah. And so this German chick, she's trying her ass off to get these Japanese people.
Well, it's
which
a
I'm
big
looking
story
at this
for
man
her.
in a dog suit,
Yeah.
and nobody will do it because it's creepy. It's creepy and weird. The guy's like probably 200 pounds man in a
Take him off
border
this weird
collie.
cart. Why is he on the?
Yeah.
he's tired
cart.
because he's tired of
Right.
of
He doesn't-
planking. He's tired of doing the plank.
Yep,
See, there's
on
this
his
thing
off
called
board.
evolution, Wes, where we walk upright.
Right.
And,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he's just slapping it in the
Well,
face.
His
he's not
core is
dedicated
muscle-
to this nearly enough.
his
Right, a
core-
horse girl could handle this.
Yeah,
He's the Mariota of of dog.
It's a horrible
costumes.
performance, to be
Yes.
honest with you. And then you look at his video, and it's nothing is very. I mean, nothing's extremely dog-like. He doesn't even have a bark on this thing. He's a silent dog. What
he's
dog
not
is
doing
silent?
anything.
Yeah, no. Right. And as you can see, pretty much everybody's weirded out with them. The only dog that would get close to him is a dog being held by its owner for a photo op. Otherwise,
he's not even like smelling asses, which would make sense.
No,
like,
he doesn't act like a dog at all.
He's not very mobile.
No. Yeah. Everybody's freaked out by him, but this YouTube video that the German news company released to him has racked up over 3.2 million views in just 10 days since he posted it.
wow.
And clips of Toko are going over 30 million on Twitter. And people just seem to basically, like us, they're amazed that this dude wants to be a dog and he's not very good at doing it. So like,
dude, I know some people. I know some people in the special effects world that could make us a suit like this for $2,000 probably.
Yeah, it's just a guy in a dog suit.
We could get some serious impressions.
Wes and I are going to need till October because it's 117 degrees.
Yeah,
but
sure, but we could do a
do you want to start a pack?
Yeah. Yes. A dog pack.
Oh yeah, could do better than this guy.
Yeah,
for sure. We can also do better on the price. Zeppet, that's the company that manufactured Toko's collie costume, said it took them 40 days to create it. It's like hand done, and it cost 2 million Japanese yen or $14,161.
That's because they had to make it semen proof. Well,
right. Right.
Oh yeah. So
a lot of reservoirs.
So done.
Semen resistant. Took a while.
Yeah. Lots of masked storage in the hind legs.
A lot of crotch features. There's a harness that straps it to his belly, and I'm sure also probably has some kind of sex toy in it. The unnamed Japanese man says he's trying to keep it a secret from his friends and work colleagues while doing international.
I'm sorry, Will.
News
you mean
interviews.
his work colleagues?
His work colleagues, Pat. He says he's trying to keep it a secret from them.
He's like Superman, but the worst version.
But he can only move on a fucking cart.
Are you Toko? He's got like collie hairs.
I swear to Christ, if he keeps waving like that, dude, wave like a fucking dog, dude.
So, guys, but the reason he wants to keep it a secret from his work colleagues and his friends is because he was shocked that his family seemed, quote unquote, very surprised to learn he became an animal. Unquote.
Yeah, his dad was so surprised he harry-carried himself.
Yeah. He was shocked to find out that his family thought it was weird. He wanted to be a collie for his whole life. And so, if you want to see something way cooler than that, check this video out of an orangutan driving a golf cart. It's just real. It's just a real orangutan driving a golf cart.
10 years ago, that orangutan would have had a cigarette in his mouth.
Dude,
yeah,
right? Look at this hoss.
Yeah, badass. He's a beast, right?
Dude, I want to see him back it up.
I think he just goes straight, but he's going around curves and shit.
He's fully driving that thing.
Leaning to the side, one hand driving, checking out for me. He's the man. And so, what I would say is that don't try to pretend you're another animal. If you're a human, it's basically the worst like cultural appropriation possible, and you'll never be as cool as this orangutan driving.
Do you have any context for this, or?
No, it's just a fucking.
Don't need any context for this.
I agree. I just want to know where he is. Like
he's in Florida, obviously.
Yeah.
All the palm trees.
Put a hat on him. Put a MAGA hat on him.
The MAGA hat would be amazing.
So yeah, like this is so much cooler than that fucking guy acting like a dog.
Anything is cooler than the guy.
No, he's at the zoo, I guess. He's just doing his rounds at the zoo.
So the guy acting like a dog, Will, that was his first public walk, right? He's been building up to this for years.
Yes. Right, he's been into it for years. And we covered him before, I guess, when he first came out with the suit, when he first got the suit, was doing videos on YouTube.
And we thought it was insane back then because he was doing it in his house, like in his apartment. He was,
And he's been dropping those videos, Mark, the whole time since we talked about him. But now this German company gave him the public footage finally, and he's dropping it so everybody.
So he's getting more confident. So his end game is approaching.
Yeah. It's crazy how viral he goes.
What's funny is that he has so little friends that the only way he could get footage of him outside was from a news organization because he couldn't find anyone else to film him doing the exact same.
So he doesn't want the friends to know, Wes.
No,
he doesn't want the friends to know.
Okay, sure.
Dude, he's running a fucking con, bro.
Yeah,
you think so?
Yeah, maybe so. He's going very viral.
He might
Toko is making money for sure. His YouTube channel is making.
I'm
money.
gonna get this shit quoted out, dog. I bet Hogfly in Austin could do this shit for $2,000 or less.
Yeah, for sure. All right, let's see the results of the poll. If Kristen's in the wrong. What's the percentage? Is Kristen in the right?
40,
yes, 60-40. Okay, a lot of compassionate people out there that are insane.
All right. That's the end of this show. Running a little long. Wes, pull up the wheel, sir. Oh, sorry. I hit the button. Right. Pull up the wheel, please.
Got it.
Wheel.
I did it on accident.
60%.
There it is.
Kristen's a good girl.
Is it up?
Mark's faith in humanity. It's up. Mark's faith in humanity is waning.
I think that's very nice of them to vote that. I'll be bringing you a pessimistic cup of coffee tomorrow.
All right, everybody. Thank you for listening. Of course, thank you for supporting the podcast. Patreon.com/Hard Factor. Again, remember, send in the cards here and up. Play trivia with us this Friday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. Last trivia for a while. We're going to mix it up, do something different next meetup. But most importantly, get out there and have yourself a great fucking day.